What's good, my man?
What's going on, brother?
How you doing, bro?
I'm all right.
I'm good, man. Yo, appreciate you for coming through.
Absolutely.
Appreciate you for blessing us with this. Man, you making $500,000 in a year. Me hearing that absolutely blew my mind.
I blew mine too.
That's crazy.
I tell you that much.
Listen, man. So before we even get into how you did this, why did you leave corporate America? What made you decide that you didn't want to work for people?
Yeah, it's quite of a long story. It's just that growing up, I always felt like I was a controlling freak, so to speak, and I didn't really want anybody to really dictate, what I make and how I make it. And then on top of that too, I always thought like if I had a family, I really wanted to spend time with my family. So for the most part, growing up, I always said, if I'm gonna do something, I want to create my own destiny.
So what jobs did you work previously?
I had 3 jobs in my life. I worked at Dunkin' Donuts, which was not because of me. My mother went to an owner one time because I was in the streets, and then she went and told the owner, my son needs a job and I'm gonna have him come in. Could you give it to him? And just like that, she kept forcing me at home, like I gotta go in. And to make her happy, I ended up going in, got the job. I went to work with Pradas on, Gucci belt. The guy told me I was late. 3 days later, I quit. My mom was furious. I said, yo, why is this guy talking to me like he's above me? And mind you, he's my boss. He was above me technically, but I felt like I was fly to him. Yeah. So I quit I think it was 3 or 4 days later. I don't even think I got my first paycheck.
That's wild.
And then after that, I worked with some kids as a counselor at a school in Brooklyn. And then that one I actually kept on, but I ended up leaving that job because I found something better. Because at that time I started selling T-shirts. I was making T-shirts. That's when I entered the entrepreneur world.
All right, that's cool. So tell me, why detailing? Why did you choose detailing?
Detailing came about in a form of, I want to say desperation. While I was in PA, I got married, ended up moving to Pennsylvania. I had my daughter. And then it was basically tough to find work. And I was trying to just do everything to hustle out there to kind of like build income. My wife was always working, and it was not working out because I was new to the state. So I'm like, yo, you know what? I like my cars clean. I like to clean my cars. I'm from a car race crew. Like a lot of my friends back in New York, racers. And one of my mans, he had a detail shop. And then from him having a detail shop, another one of my mans, which is actually Melody's godfather, he ended up building a detail shop with somebody else who's now like my closest friend. Like the same way me and you are brothers, he's my brother, my man Kes. And they had a detail shop, and I was always around. And I always had I had a Benz back then too as well. And I used to take it to them, get it cleaned up. They always got me right. And then when I moved to PA, I needed something to do money-wise. So I'm like, I saw a lack of detailing centers. It was a bunch of car washes, and those kind of mess up your cars. And I didn't take my car there. I would wash my car myself. And then my neighbors, I would do their cars. And then I'm like, this could be something I can make money off of. There go my mentality again of being a boss. I'm like, all right, I'm gonna do this. So I went full blown. Usually most people would start their detailing business with about $1,000 or something small. I hustled up and was able to accumulate $25,000 and opened up a shop. First go around, opened up a shop.
Wow.
No hesitation, no starting, no training, no nothing. Just what I would do to my car is what I would do to a client's car. And that's what got me into detailing, so to speak.
So $25,000 for you to actually get a shop?
I would say, yeah, shop, equipment, marketing. Those were like 3 expenses that really got the $25,000. So the shop alone was about, I think it was $1,700 or $1,800 a month. But to move in, they wanted 3 payments. So I had to give them that. And then equipment. I'm a person that like nice things. I like top of the line things. And with the detailing stuff, I could have went cheap. I went full-blown expensive. I could have got a $300 pressure washer. I bought a $950 pressure washer, just to give you an idea of where I went with the shop.
Yeah. But I know now you're doing the mobile detailing now. Yeah. So you don't have a shop. So tell me, if you were to start tomorrow, how much would you think it would cost you if you were starting from zero?
Okay.
And wanted to start with this. Not going with the top of the line. Let's go. We're not gonna go to the bottom either.
Okay.
Let's go mid-grade.
Mid-grade. Okay. Mid-grade, if I was starting off, I'll say about maybe 7 to 10 grand. Seven. Oh, wrapping. You got to wrap your vehicle, which is a form of marketing. You got to
Well,
put
if you decide to do that.
if you decide to do it. If you don't, then that's $2,500 less. But if you do add that, then you up $2,500. So 7 to 10,000 this day and age will get you up and running.
And that's with inflation.
That's with inflation.
So $7,000 to $10,000 to start a business that can make you $500,000 a year.
Yeah, absolutely. And you're right about with inflation, because now that I think about it, my van setup is about $4,300.
42.
Because I did it before inflation.
Wow.
Yeah, my van setup right
And that's talking about if you had to buy a van now, not if you already have a van.
Exactly. Yep. That's with, yeah.
So that's if you're buying a van outright,
Yeah.
you're probably starting somewhere between 7 to 10 if you have 0.
If you have 0.
If you have a van or a minivan,
Probably like 2,800, 3,000. You could start this business right now.
$3,000 investment
Yeah.
for something that could make you 6 figures.
Yeah.
I mean, you make your money back immediately. What's the hardest thing about somebody to overcome if they're just starting in this?
It depends on the person. Like me, I'm not a shy person, but I'm not approach. Like I don't approach people.
Yeah.
So that was my hindrance. It hinders me a lot because I watch people that, you know, they're jolly. They don't mind to go up and talk to people. Hey, I have a business. I have this going on. You should invest, or not even invest, but if you ever need your car detailed, let me know. I had to break out of that and start doing that. But at first, that was my hindrance because I was not doing that. I would see people and I would put cards on their cars and stuff like that, and then I expect it to work. But you need to have some type of enthusiasm to approach people and tell them what you do, tell them how you can help them. If you see a dirty car, somebody's getting their kids in a car, approach them. That's what you need to do. And I wasn't doing that. That was not my style.
I mean, that makes sense, man, especially when you know that you're doing something that could benefit them.
Yeah.
You know, I think approaching makes you nervous if you feel like you're only in it for yourself, like I'm trying to get your money.
Yeah.
But if you realize like I have a service that you may need.
Yeah.
I'm just really offering a helping hand.
Yeah.
You know, I think it makes it a lot easier. Like introverts can make the best entrepreneurs.
That is true. And I'm not even gonna say I was an introvert. Well, you make a valid point. I wasn't an introvert. I was more so of to be honest with myself, I always felt like I'm that person. Like I was always feeling like, well, I gotta go present my business to somebody. And that was a bad mentality. Like, you're supposed to know about me. How you gonna know about me and I never advertised to you? But I always felt like you're supposed to know about me. Even sometimes I would approach people and tell them about my detail business. Oh, wow, I never heard of this model. Like, you come to my house? I'm like, yeah. And back in my mind, I'm like, how you don't know about this?
I see.
I'm on Facebook. I'm on Instagram.
Don't you know who I am?
You know who I am? Terrible mentality, y'all. Y'all don't want to do that.
No, you definitely don't want to do that. All right, but you're talking about talking to people straight up. But let's say I'm somebody who's shy. I'm not really good at talking to people face to face. How else do you gather your clients?
Oh, that's my cup of tea. To be honest, like I said, I'm not the type to approach people.
Yeah.
But behind the scenes in the marketing game, I'm very big on it. I don't mind spending money on marketing. I will hire Google ads reps. I will hire Facebook ad reps. I would hire social media managers, because I'm not going to approach somebody, which is why I kind of feel the entitlement to be like, you don't know who I am? Like, I know I flooded your feed at some point, if you ever looked up car detailing. So that's how I was able to garner clients. That was my niche of social media marketing, Google ads, and Google My Business, which is the best thing any business should do.
Big one. Google My Business.
Google My
Big
Business,
one. Big
please. And so I would do everything from a marketing standpoint. And another one that helped me a lot, especially moving to new cities. If you're a person that's moving to new cities that you don't know, it's called EDDM, Every Door Direct Mail. That's by the U.S. Postal Service.
Make sure I write that down. I'm gonna put it down below.
Yeah, put it down below. EDDM, Every Door Direct Mail. If you have U.S. Postal Service in your area, you have EDDM. What it is you pay the Postal Service a fee. You tell them what zip code you want to target, or multiple zip codes you want to target, and they will flood that zip code within the mailer's route with your flyers or your posters or whatever it is that you're advertising. If you're going to a new town or you're starting a new business, I advise you to do that. anyone out there, please. So that's what I was doing. I was not approaching people hand to hand. Another thing too that really pulled me back from doing that was in Georgia, I started doing door knocking, of putting flyers and going to people's doors. They pulled out a shotgun on me.
Oh man.
Yeah. So somebody pulled out a gun, but I don't blame them because they didn't know what I was doing. I had no advertising, no nothing. Like, it was in a rural area, you know, and that's why I highly value shirts and things with your logos and things of that nature, because people know who you are. Because when I approached the door, I had a regular hoodie on, you know, dude came out, shotgun in hand. He said, "Oh my God, what are you doing here?" He was even scared. So I explained everything to him, and guess what? He became a client. Shout out to Tom.
Wow, he became a client after.
Yeah, he became a client. Yeah, I definitely did his.
That's an interesting story.
Yeah, my man Tom Bueller.
Wow.
Yep.
So that's big. So I know you said that you did. I'm so sorry. It looks like the call that we were supposed to be on. They're trying to call us now.
What call
It's
is
6
that?
o'clock.
Oh.
Oh Lord. All right, let's try to join real quick.
Yeah. My screen got so much fingerprint.
Yeah, I can see. It's the camera that showed me that the lights.
I'm looking at
The lights expose it, boy.
But what? Who's touching there? It's not touch screen.
It's probably just barely, you know, little things. Kids.
It's probably from when I'm closing it.
Yeah, yeah. Man, you know, church business. We're both a part of a board at our church. We both volunteer. That's a big thing too. If you want to be successful, volunteer. Do things that are bigger than yourself. Volunteer at charities, churches, hospitals, whatever you can do, but be of service to people. Because if all you're about is how you can make money and how you can do for yourself, I promise you, you know, that puts out bad karma, right? Like, that just puts out bad energy in the universe. I think it's more important for you to give. And if you're the only person successful and you're never trying to help other people,
Oh yeah.
if you fail, if I'm broke tomorrow, I can hit up my guy and say, "Hey man, I'm going through it. Can you help me out?" But if I'm the only one successful, who's gonna help me?
Yeah, that's true. Exactly. They always say that you want to go far, go by yourself. I mean, you want to go fast, go by yourself. You
Yep.
want to go far,
Go with somebody else.
Go with somebody else.
Yes, sir.
Need a team.
So we're gonna go ahead and get right back into it. So tell me, the first couple of months that you went through, we got into this detailing. What was that like? Was it nerve-wracking? Did you not know if you were gonna succeed? Did you always know you were gonna succeed? Like, what did that look like?
Good question. I kind of felt like I was gonna be the biggest, and because that's how I go into things. I don't go into things thinking that I'm gonna fail, because that's a bad mentality. So I always go into things thinking that I'm gonna be successful and I'm going to make it. But now here's the reality check. I failed. I failed, but it was a couple months. But it was because, one, the shop that I was renting was in a poor location. Not poor as far as financials. It was poor location because it was like at a dead end of a train of a railroad. So most people that have nice cars will not even come there because you'll get rail dust by the time you leave my shop. It was low visibility, no foot traffic at all. So that was a hurdle. But yeah, it gave me a reality check. Like, this ain't gonna work. So I had to make it work.
Wow.
Yeah.
How did you overcome that?
By overcoming that was marketing. I had to get. I started learning about Google My Business. I put the business on Google My Business because at first I was doing word of mouth. I was doing the flyers thing, cards on cars. It was not bringing people to me. But when I did Google My Business, I was popping up on people's feeds, I guess, within the algorithm, because they're in the area and they're searching car washes or detailing or whatever the case may be. Let's say, you know, they take their kids to baseball. Baseball was big where I was at.
Yeah.
And their cars would be stained. They was looking for somewhere that could shampoo. I had all these keywords in my Google My Business. Another thing, keywords. Make sure you find your keywords and enter that into your search. And that's what got people in the door. And
How you find your keywords? High level.
I'm gonna give y'all a hack. Go to your competition's page. See what they're putting. See what they're posting, see what they're saying, see how they advertise their business, and just jack that. Because you gotta understand, and there's nothing new under the sun. So everything's there for you as a blueprint. Why not use it? So I was going to other detailers that was making money, that had traction, that was there before me, and look at what keywords they were putting: auto detailing, car detailing, shampooing, ceramic coating. I was advertising ceramic coating, and I was not even doing that, but it got people into the door. And that's a whole nother story, but I ended up getting certified for ceramic coating, which certification don't mean nothing in detailing, but that's another story. But so I was grabbing their keywords, and that helped me add traction to my what I had going on. And then another thing too, I would get the highest detailer's price, and then I'll get the cheapest detailer price, and then I put myself right in the middle. I've never changed my prices from when I've locked in that method of thinking.
Wow.
I've never changed my prices. Even though I moved to Georgia, where it's a different cost of living, I could have adjusted. I didn't adjust because people will pay that fee because they need it, one, and two, I'm right in the middle no matter where I'm at. Only place I would be like the cheapest is if I was in like LA or something, in Cali, because their numbers are
So
crazy.
in Georgia, you're one of the more expensive ones then.
In Georgia, I do fall in a expensive bracket.
And I'll tell y'all, since Marvin has been here, I mean, he's only done mobile detailing.
Yeah.
He's been extremely successful. I'm talking about from when he just started. So in seeing how successful you've been, is it safe to say that the market is not oversaturated?
I'm glad you asked that, because a lot of people think the market is oversaturated because they see so much car washes, so much detailers, so much of these people just washing cars. It's not oversaturated. If you really calculate, it's probably like almost 20 billion cars out there. Like in my community alone, every household has about 4 cars. My household have 3. So you do the math. There's not a shortage of cars. There's a shortage of getting in front of your clients. That's the shortage. A lot of people don't know how to advertise and get in front of the people that they want to target. And then a lot of people too want to keep up with the Joneses. I never was the type to go after, I want to do Ferraris only. I want to do the Lambos only. In a whole zip code, if you're in a predominantly wealthy zip code, you might find maybe 2 Ferraris, 2 Lamborghinis. So why are you targeting those type of people? I want the mom and pops. I want the people that's in the everyday cars, the people that actually drive their cars and it gets dirty. Somebody that has a Lambo might drive it on Sunday every month.
Yeah.
Once a month. He's not gonna, and 9 times out of 10, those type of people also wash their own cars. I'm not targeting those type of people. So I target the mom and pops, the people that take their kids to baseball practice, as I was saying, because they're the ones that's going to always want their cars washed, and they will pay the premium for that type of service.
Nice. So that's a big thing. It's not overly saturated. And that's something that is really big what you said. People think things are overly saturated, but you have to ask yourself, is there still a client base?
Yeah.
If there is still a client base, then there is room for your business.
Yeah.
If there are people who are going without, or people who are going somewhere that they don't necessarily want to go.
Yeah.
You had a successful business in Pennsylvania, you came to Georgia, you didn't care if it was saturated or not saturated, you were still able to build it here. Yep. And that's the big thing. It's all about the mentality and going after the things that you actually want.
Yep.
So tell me this. So let's do the blueprint now, because I know there's somebody watching now and they're saying, okay, I want to do this. Where do I start?
Okay.
Week 1. If I want to do this, tell me everything I need to accomplish week 1.
Going week 1, you're going to want to get the proper tools. And I'm going to tell you, week 1, you're going to have to go, depending on your budget, you're going to have to get a vacuum. You're going to have to get a pressure washer. And I'm not going to tell you to be hell-bent on getting a generator and stuff like that into your mobile unit, because in Georgia, most people have a water source, and oftentimes they'll let you use their electricity. So week 1, you want to get into this, go out, get you a vacuum, get you a vehicle, get you 2 buckets, one for wheels, one for the soap for the car, for the actual body of the car. Some people do 2 bucket method. I don't really do it. You want to get some brushes, because you're going to be cleaning cup holders. Get microfiber towels. BJ's, Costco's, those are your friends. Yeah, there's details suppliers that sell these things, and they're going to brag about their 350 GSMs. Don't worry about none of that. Go to Costco's and BJ's. You're starting out. You're going to make tons of money with they're giving you about 48 towels for, like, I think it's $20 or something like that. And you want to kind of, if you see there's traction and you're building traction and things are working out for you in that nature, go get it. Make sure you incorporate your business, whether you're gonna make it LLC or S corp, however you feel. Do your research on those entities and see which one you want to go with. And then after that, get insurance. You're working on people's cars. These are people. A car is someone's first or sometimes second investment. You don't want to mess that up. And if you do want to mess that up, you want to have coverage for that.
What kind of insurance would you get?
Insurance, you could go through your regular insurance. I go through Geico, and it's $63. When I had first got it, now it's, when I came to Georgia, I got it again, it's $93. But that's because of inflation, and I don't know, maybe things are different here. But $93 a month. They give you something called Garage Keepers Insurance. You could get, I got a BOP, which is a business owner's policy. You get the BOP policy, and then under that you have a Garage Keepers Insurance. So if you damage somebody's property or their vehicle, insurance will cover that. If you damage your own vehicle, they will cover you as well. You could get within $250,000 to $1 million policy.
Nice.
So make sure you're covered, guys, because you're working on people's prized possessions.
Nice. And we'll post the link below of all the things to make it easy for you so you can know what you need to get. And if you go through it, you'll be able to get everything to get started with it.
Yep.
What does your day-to-day look like?
Okay.
So day-to-day as an automobile detailer, what does that look like?
And I look at my calendar and see what I got going on for the day. 9 times out of 10, I already know from the night before, but I like to look at it again because people cancel.
So clients are able to just automatically book without reaching out to you. They're just able to book.
Oh, yeah.
Post on the calendar.
Yeah. You keep following this channel. We're going to give you pure game about this. I'm going to give you step-by-step ways on how to automate your system, which is a word I just learned today too. You can automate it, which is what I realize I have. So I have a website. I have Instagram, social media, but I have a physical website where it has a booking system in it. It's embedded in it, and clients will go on ondemandautodetail.com. You go to booking or my services, you'll see everything. And I write everything in layman's terms so people can understand exactly what they're getting. And they book, they select a package. I also disclose my packages. A lot of detailers don't, and y'all wrong for that. But I disclose my packages because I want people to know exactly what to expect, because some of these people are mothers, they're single mothers. Times is hard. They want to know what they're spending and what they're getting. So when you don't disclose your prices and you wait till they bring the car in or you go see the car, then you hit them with $400, they're like, whoa, I didn't expect this. You wasted gas, you wasted your time. It's pointless. So you want to be transparent and upfront off rip. So I do that. I have that in my website. They can book from there. I get an alert. They get an alert. Thank you for booking with On Demand Auto Detail. Your booking has been verified. If I okay it, because if I don't have anything else going, I have to okay it. Now, from that step, you will get, the day before your detail, you get a text message saying, tomorrow you're getting your car detail. Please empty out your vehicle of all personal belongings, weapons, or any car seats that you do not want cleaned. Because we are spraying chemicals, there's kids. Some of these things could be caustic, and you don't want that to, some kids might have eczema, psoriasis. You don't want these things to affect them. I do use a lot of eco-friendly stuff, but if you have a car that has vomit, I got to get busy. So, so from my website, people will book, and I'll see that throughout the day. The day of the detail, I'll set that up. I fill up my water tank with as much water as I need for the cars that I'm doing. Now I kind of know exactly how much water I need because I've done this so long. If I got to refill chemicals, I'll do that the day of too. Some people say to do it the night before. I kind of don't. I don't know why, but I'll do it the day of. And then I jump in my van and I roll out to the first detail.
How many clients do you typically see a day?
Good question. I used to hammer myself. That's how I made the 500,000, which I know you guys want to know. But I used to hammer myself by doing about 6 to 7 cars a day. Now I'm maxed out at 3-4. Max out.
And if you do 3-4, let's say you do 4 in a day. How much money is that?
4 in a day is about, I want to say almost 800. Cause I charge $250 per detail. I stick to like the 3 because I know that's a guaranteed $750. So when I do it that way, it kind of it don't kill me. Detailing is very backbreaking. It's very deliberate. Like I forgot that word, but it can affect you in the long run. I hear detailers that detail for 20 years. I don't know how by themselves. I don't know how they do it. More power to you. But as for me, Yeah, 3 cars is my. That's where I feel like if I go home, I could still, play with my kids, chill, get on the computer, do something. Me and my wife could still go out to eat, and I'm not beat. Because when I used to do the 6-7 cars, I used to come home. Sometimes I don't even go home. I'll go to a massage parlor and get a massage. My wife had a membership with a company. If they're not paying, I'm not gonna name them. But she had basically a monthly plan with them, and she paid them per month. I used to use it all the time to get a massage because my body was hurting. 7 cars, 3-4 hours per car is killing. You do the math, and with the 3 cars per day, I'm done by the time my kids get out of school. That's another thing.
So how long does it take you to detail?
Roughly my average detail that most people book is my full detail. That's $250. That takes me about 2.5 hours. I'm not gonna have you guys thinking that that's what it is, because I have a lot of tools that allows me to be that efficient. You know what I'm saying? That's why sometimes some of my clients say, your website said this will take 3.5 hours. How come you was done in 1.5 hours or 2 hours? I'm like, to be real with you, there's a saying that you're not paying me, for the hours that I'm here. You're paying me for the 10 years it took me to build the experience that got me to knock out your car in 1 to 2 hours. So that's something that you learn, tips of the trade. So I'm able to knock out a car in about 2.5 hours. If it's very dirty, maybe 3. If it's a minivan, about 3.5 hours.
So about 2.5 to 3 hours, and about $250 for the details. So math is right around $80 an hour.
Yeah, just about that.
About $80 an hour. And what is your overhead on a monthly basis?
Now that I'm mobile, you guys that got crazy overheads, please don't get mad. My overhead for the month, let's not count the vehicle, car insurance, and just chemicals. It will be about maybe $20. Now, if we want to add the insurance, you want to add the vehicle. I don't have any lease or finance on my cars. So we're going to add insurance, car insurance, business insurance. I'm at and fuel. And in a month, I want to say fuel probably would be the most expensive. About, let's say $80 per fill up. Yeah, $80 per fill up. And for the total of everything, I'm at maybe about $300 for the month, without counting fuel. My overhead is about $300 per month.
With insurance?
Insurance. My insurance, I have 3 cars registered in the same insurance. So my policy is about $243 for all 3 cars.
But I'm talking about just the detailing.
Just the van itself is probably maybe about $36 on car insurance.
So I'm talking about just the detailing, everything.
Yeah,
$300 for everything?
Yeah, 300. Yeah,
with your insurance for your van.
My van insurance is about $36. Chemicals is about maybe $20, $30, if that, because chemicals, I buy them in bulk. So if you do the math of the breakdown when you come to dilution ratios that I dilute my chemicals to, it brings you to about $20 a month. And
so $300 a month.
And that's insurance, van insurance, business insurance, and
all the insurances.
All the insurances combined and chemicals bring you about $300 a month.
Any business owners who are out there, a business where you can earn $750, $1,000 a day. Because if you do 3 cars, right? You said 3, you charge you about 3, so that's $750.
That's $750 per day. I have some numbers here with that too. Let me give it to you. So
yeah,
about three vehicles per day. That brings me to $750 per day. You times that by the month, that brings you $19,500. Times that, and I work about 26 days in the month, just to let y'all know. And you multiply that for the year, it's $234,000. And the money ticket, which is what we were talking about, I didn't want to jump to conclusions, but that's how I got to the $500,000. So during COVID, I had that by myself, $234,000, but I had 2 vans. Each of those vans was doing the same thing. Brought me to $504,000 that year.
Wow.
Yeah.
So if you're just doing this by yourself, if somebody somebody just started right now, if they just want $100,000 for the year,
yeah, they could do it.
They could easily do it with just 2 cars a day, 5 days a week.
Yeah, with 2 cars a day, they could achieve that. If you know what you're doing and your price, and my number one package is the $250 package. I do 3 cars per day with that. So if somebody's coming out and they're doing 2 cars at $250, that's $500 a month. I mean, $500 a day. The average person don't make that in a 9 to 5. And I take about let's say 3 hour work time. So that's 6 hours in your day. You make $500. If you go work your regular job, you may not make $600 in the 8-hour shift. You know what I mean? So.
And this is without a degree.
Yeah, no degree, no nothing.
So what do you need? Do you need any certifications, any degrees to get this started?
These super detailers will tell you that you need to be IDA certified or ceramic coating certified. No, get money. Stop worrying about the certifications, because these schools will charge you $2,000-$3,000, and they're not really showing you how to make $2,000-$3,000. They just want to make sure that you get that little certificate and you pay them that money. So they're basically making money off of people that don't have street smarts. I know how to get money because I've been in the streets. I know how to hustle. I know how to make things move. So for me to give you $2,000-$3,000, you need to be plugging me in with clients, because at the end of the day, that's all I'm worried about. I'm worried about clients. And anything that I do in the detailing space, if I'm going to get knowledge for something, that's if I really don't know anything about it. Like, I would pay somebody to teach me marketing. Another thing for detail, if you get into detailing and you want to get certified, go get certified from a marketer. Learn the market, because you're gonna go to get these certifications. It's not really teaching you much. Now, if you want to be a ceramic coating specialist, I would say get certified for that, because that's very dangerous, because you can burn people's paint. You could damage somebody's vehicle. I'm not gonna tell you to get certified and pay me $3,000 to teach you how to vacuum a car. That makes no sense. And we in the world where now YouTube is basically a search engine. You can Google how to, detail a car. That's what I did. Another thing, I learned all of this off of YouTube. Shout out to you. I'm making all this money off of YouTube. You know what I'm saying? I didn't do 4 years in school for this. You know what I mean? I didn't do any training. You could do it if you put your mind to it. And I did it in 2 states. That's how I know that I'm credible. And, trust me if you want to, but I did it in the first state that I don't know nobody. And I'm from Brooklyn, New York. I could have popped my business off in Brooklyn, New York, and been the biggest detailer there, because I see what I did in states that I don't know nobody. Yeah. I moved to Georgia, and within 3 months, same thing. You know what I mean? So if I have proof of concept, which is another business term that makes investors, I don't have no investors, but it makes investors tick, and it makes people trust you. I've done it twice. Out the blue or out the unknown. So you just got to make it work.
Man, Marv, thank you for all the info. Marv, you gave a lot. And listen, he has his own YouTube channel.
Yes, sir.
So again, the same way that he learned this on YouTube, you can learn the intricacies, how he got his scheduling done, proof of concept, business plans, how to actually detail.
Yes.
But listen, you guys, there is money out there that can be made. Don't let people make you feel like, you have to go this traditional route. Yes, maybe you have another job and you just do this as a side hustle.
That's facts.
Right? And you just do 2 cars a week.
That's facts.
And you make $500.
I'm going to give you a gem too. Sorry to cut you off. One of my, a young boy of mine, he was basically working with me back in PA, young dude. And he literally did this on the weekends in his neighborhood. And he did this on the weekend. And when he came to work for me, he would make what he made on the weekends. When he come to work for me, he'll make that for the week. But he don't mind doing that because he's learning. But when he goes home, he's finished by Thursday. So he'll do Friday, Saturday, Sunday. He didn't go to church or anything like that. And he'll do Thursday, Friday, Saturday. And I paid him like $900 a week. Well, from Monday to Wednesday, I paid him $900. And he'll make that $900 like on Saturday.
That's crazy.
Young boy. Yep.
You could take a Saturday morning.
Yep.
And just on that Saturday, add an extra $750.
Yep.
To your pay.
Yeah, absolutely.
So again, I wanted to drop these gems. Marv, we appreciate you.
Thank you.
Thank you for dropping it. This is free game.
Absolutely.
Listen, please, in the comments below, if you have any other ideas of any other side hustles, if you enjoyed this, please leave a comment down below. Let us know how you enjoyed this. And please, Marv's channel is showing up right here. Subscribe to his channel. Learn some of this information. Respect the detailer.
That's the name of the channel. Respect the detailer.
Respect the detailer. All right, he's putting on free game because our people need to know. And please, if there's anybody else you know who could be going through any type of financial turmoil, maybe they don't like what they're doing, maybe they're looking for direction, maybe they just want to grind for 1 year and get an extra $100,000, $200,000 to see if they can save for a new home, right, to combat inflation. This is a great idea. I'm gonna be bringing a lot more content, a lot more side hustles, a lot more great people I have to interview, but I hope you enjoyed the interview. And again, thank you for joining. This is AV Speaks, Instagram at AV Speaks. Make sure you give me a follow. I drop gems there all the time. But thank you again, Marv.
Absolutely.
And Marv's, and please check out On Demand.
On Demand Auto Detail. That's on all platforms. And the YouTube channel's coming. It's Respect the Detailer. Respect spelled regular, D-A, and then Detailer, D-E-T-A-I-L-E-R.
All right, you guys. Thank you again. Appreciate you, bro.
Ace.
Yes, sir. Man, that was awesome, man.
Yeah, man, we did it.